Right then, I just wanted to jump out quickly today while Helena and I are just catching a really, really nice afternoon walk with a dog and talk about one of the major advantages for us and one of the things we really love about running an online business as opposed to a traditional bricks and mortar business. Now, obviously there's some major advantages to this, like, scale, global audience, education, all that stuff that we really love, but probably the biggest advantage for us, and honestly probably the biggest attraction to this kind of business, is the time freedom that you get. So obviously by leveraging tools and systems on the internet, we don't have to physically trade away our time to be earning money in our business. And there's the obvious, reasons for that, like freedom, being able to go on holidays and being able to run your business from wherever you want in the world and all those amazing things that people get really, really attracted to. But I just wanted to share some perspective with you on some further advantages around that whole idea of not having to trade away your time. So to use the words of one of my friends, Amy, when you have life admin, when you have things you have to do, you don't have to step away from the thing that you're trading away your time to get to generate income with when you got to deal with stuff. So that stuff might be really good, that stuff might be bad, but if it's just stuff that needs doing, it can be really, really annoying if you're working in a job or if you're working in a business that requires you to physically trade away your time to actually earn money. So a good example of that is this weekend. For the last couple of days I've actually been at home. For anyone who doesn't know, I live about 200 kilometres away from where we live. About 200 kilometres away from where we live is our family farm. And we just had a lot of work to do there this weekend. We're actually doing up a house and it's just a really busy time of year. So I actually went home and gave him a bit of a hand. And there's not a lot of phone service. It's really hard. I'm pretty distracted the entire time. Wasn't really present in the business. And I actually started to feel a little bit guilty for that. Not actually being able to do anything. You just feel like you're not achieving. You feel like you're not moving forward. You feel like, wow, that sounds terrible. Sorry about that. You feel like you're not, it's just part of that programming, I guess, of being in a position where you always are trading away your time to do all those things, to progress, to earn an income, and all that sort of thing. Yeah, that's right, based upon the amount of work that you do. And I just sort of checked in with myself when I was away, and I realised that we're still making sales, we're still generating leads, we've still got our business running, even though I'm not there present in it. And although I don't want to make this sound like it's a total cakewalk, because it's not, it's actually really, really difficult. But once you do the physical work of setting up a business like this, it doesn't require every single day physically trading away your time constantly. The business will run. How you going there? The business will run without me being physically there working every single day. Obviously, it's not sustainable like that. There's always going to have to time that I do have to do that work, and it's a bit of a different story, but it's work that we really like to do. It doesn't even really feel like work, but I just really wanted to touch base on one of those really, really, probably the major advantage of this style of business as opposed to a traditional job or a traditional business. So you got anything to add to that, or?
No, I think you pretty much
covered it. Oh my God, got her on the spot.
Sorry, yeah, you did get me on the spot.
Usually you're the good one for that sort of thing, not me.
Yeah, no, just to reiterate, I guess what you said about not actually having to exchange your time for money, and that's the thing about having it just working for you in the background. And like Grant sort of touched on it, but this sort of business, it's really hard work when you're getting it up and running. Obviously there's a lot of systems and processes and that sort of thing that needs to get put in place, but once you get it to the maintenance stage, it really does sort of do its own thing, I guess, and it just requires a little bit of monitoring here and there. just to make sure that everything's going the way it should, and a few tweaks here and there. And obviously there's the odd sort of brand new idea or implementation that needs to happen, but ultimately I think that it's just, as Grant said, it is the primary advantage of this sort of business. So I'm feeling very grateful today.
Obviously there's the days that shit totally hits the fan and that you need to completely change everything and do a whole lot of work, and that's just the nature of business, really. That's pretty common with any kind of business. But it's just a totally new dynamic that we're trying to get used to, and I'm still definitely trying to get used to, is this idea of like not physically being really, really busy and really, really present all the time to be progressing and to be generating an income. That's the beauty of the age that we live in today, and that's the beauty of leverage. So before I literally trip over my dog who keeps walking in front of me, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks so much for watching. Richard, Amy and Cleacy. See you guys later.